24 years ago today, I broke an American record. Usually I celebrate that, posting something about it, but today's nothing to celebrate. Um, After this past week of hearing about Ahmaud Arbery dying by running, a black man running, seeing another black man, Mr. George Floyd, being killed by complying, and you guys have to talk. When you have kids, you have to talk. It's not when I have to talk with my kids. It's not to talk about the birds and the bees. It's about how to be safe as being a black man in America. When you see the police, turn your music down, or make sure you speak correctly, and try not to do anything confrontational. And when you see two black men complying and living by the rule and still die, it makes you feel like the society that we live in is not the same society other people are preaching. You get a black man that kneels in protest, and that's wrong. And now you see a country protesting with brimstone and fire. That's wrong. But what's not right is living in fear. And I've been living in fear for a long time. I'm known for running. That's one thing Wikipedia says to me. I am known for running. And I remember 5 years ago, I was happy to start my business, and I was in Palo Alto and went to the Sprint store, had some time between my appointments for work, and I wanted to change my cell phone coverage to my business because it's a business expense. And in the store, I was in there for about 2 hours because I was waiting in line. It was only two people. It was only so many people to work. And as I was finished my work and transferring the account into my business account, which was an exciting moment to have a business of my own. And I remember exiting the Sprint store, and as I was walking across the street, I seen a car, wanted to make a right, so I decided to jog to, so they wouldn't have to wait. It was some courteous. As I continued to jog, I was like, you know what, let me keep jogging to my car. This is a good moment. And as I look forward, I see a cop coming my direction, just walking. At that moment, I go through my checklist of what to do, and then I was like, if I stop running, is that suspicious? If I keep running, is that suspicious? Well, what was suspicious was my color of my skin. And the policeman stopped me and said, why am I running? I could go down the list of why I'm running, but I just wanted to answer it, say I'm just getting to my car, just finished, I just left Sprint, and I'm just going to my car. He goes, stay right here. There was an incident in Sprint. That's why I'm coming this way. And I was there for 2 hours, and I said, I was there for 2 hours. I didn't see, there was nothing going on. And he said, give me your ID, and told me to sit on the floor, which is very embarrassing. There's a lot of people I know in the city. I work in Palo Alto since 2001. I've been here, this is 2015, and being embarrassed there, I just went down the checklist and was just like, just be calm, don't show any extra emotion, and just be, yes sir, all that stuff. And he said there was an incident there not too long ago, and I said, well, there was nothing going on there. He checks my ID and sees that I live in another city, and he goes, what are you doing here anyway? And at that moment, I knew that, things can get turned another way. And they go and they check in the Sprint, and they come back after 30 minutes of me sitting there embarrassed I was allowed to go. A lot of black men are not allowed to go. A lot of black women are not allowed to go. And what I want to say right now is, have this unrest be heard, make this be something, a lesson that, okay, can we go back to normal? I don't want normal. I want freedom. I want all of us to live the same. You do something wrong, you can let the courts take care of that. But don't have it to where you have to kneel on somebody's neck and have them plead for not breathing and complying just because of the color of their skin. This year I've seen the death of Kobe, and seen America get together and embrace a man they didn't know. A lot of them, 99%, never met him. But they embraced his hard work and ethic as a black man to rise and be one of the best ever. I seen in this COVID-19 situation that the America got together and still sheltered in place and tried to not only protect themselves but protect their neighbor. I'm saying this right now, if we can all get together and not in a way judge how somebody protests, but understand why and be the change. I love you.